thanks for joining us. You're watching QT and we're broadcasting live from our studios on Caraba Avenue. And this is the news with me, Ansmane Sonyasi. Here are the main local and international news headlines. President Adama Barrow on Thursday night presented the national flag to the senior Scorpions as he bade them farewell at a dinner in their honor at the State House in Banjul. Also, following President Barrow's pardoning of prison inmates, the Gambia Prison Service on Friday processed the official release of 19 individuals who were serving various jail sentences. The Gambia Ferry Services on Friday say they will embark on engine replacement on the Kunta Kinte and Johe ferries, resulting in an interruption to the Banjul Varus service. In business news, QTV visited the Serakunda market to find whether things are getting better for vendors and consumers concerning prices of basic food commodities. And in international news, in a speech marking a year since the infamous January 6th insurrection, U.S. President Joe Biden has accused predecessor Donald Trump of creating a web of lies about the 2020 presidential election. But stay tuned as we bring you more on these and other stories. And now we take a look at the news in detail. President Adama Barrow on Thursday night presented the national flag to the senior Scorpions as he bade farewell to the team at a dinner hosted in their honor at the State House in Banjul. Alusise attended and he now reports.
The proud-looking Scorpions, led by Coach Thompson Fate, arrived at the event with a standing ovation on a historic night of pride and glamour as Gambians gathered at the State House garden to bid the team a farewell. This is a culmination of months of preparation after the Scorpions' qualification for the Gambia's maiden participation in the African Cup of Nations at senior level. Hailed as a milestone achievement through collective hard work and good leadership, the Scorpions qualified top of a group which had Gabon, Angola and Congo. Handing over the battle flag to the team captain Pramudi Jan on behalf of the entire team, President Barrow, like many Gambians, is hopeful that the team will represent the country with pride and determination. He urged them as football ambassadors to fly the national flag high on and off the pitch.
Remember that you work as a team. Supporting one another as players, coaches and officials to bring out the best in the team. I advise you therefore to keep the same team spirit with the common purpose of returning home victorious.
This is the first time the Gambia is participating in such a tournament, something those before them have come close to but failed to achieve. Nonetheless, some of the surviving veteran national team footballers who were at the event are proud to witness this moment. For people such as veteran footballer Max Aksigai, Pasamba Jau, a former local football coach, and veteran football commentator Tian Masan Sise, there are mixed feelings for them.
I would expect them to be very much respectable in what they are doing.
What we have to do is believe in ourselves, play as a team, and I believe everything would take its course.
And we have come so close to qualifying. I remember in '82, we beat Libya in Banjul and lost to them in Tripoli. Then 2 years later, we almost qualified again. We lost to Ghana and Mali. So it's a historic achievement, and football is a uniting game also, particularly what this country has just come out of.
Lamin Kababajo, President of the Gambia Football Federation, and Bakari Baji, the Gambia's Youth and Sports Minister, thanked all those who supported the preparation, particularly the government, for allocating $90 million.
It's a proud one, it's a joyous one that at least come on the 9th. The Gambian flag also will be hosted in the stadium in Cameroon, where we will be part of the 24 teams that will participate in AFCON.
Government released $90 million, so the $90 million is what is added up to what was already there to take care of what is needed. So, government have really come big, this time, and we can say we have gotten what is needed to fund the team's participation in Cameroon.
Pamodu Jan, team captain, expressed gratitude to all Gambians for standing by the team throughout the journey. He gave the assurance that their goal is to bring home the trophy.
To my teammates, who are my brothers, you are the Ethiopians. I know how hardworking you all, and I know you are ready to go out and show the world what we can do.
The Gambia is in a group with Mali, Mauritania, and Tunisia. The Scorpions' latest training camp in Doha, Qatar, suffered a major setback after most players could not travel to Doha due to COVID-related reasons. The team opens its campaign on 12 January when they play Mauritania in Lembe before facing Mali on 16 January and Tunisia on 20th January. The farewell dinner concluded with pledges from institutions amounting to over $6 million. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
Indeed, a proud moment for all Gambians, and we're wishing the Scorpions a successful campaign in Cameroon. Now, following President Varus' pardoning of prison inmates, the Gambia Prison Service on Friday processed the official release of 19 individuals who were serving various jail sentences. Mahmoud Lamin Choi has the latest.
A moment of freedom for these 19 inmates who walked free from prison thanks to a presidential pardon. The initial 21 pardoned inmates were reduced to 19 after 2 were released by court order. The acting Director General of Prisons, Mudujajo, thanks the President for his goodwill gesture and encourages the pardoned inmates to get back to society and change for the better.
We don't expect at the end of the day or in a week to come that one of the inmates that we have pardoned or the President have pardoned is seen back in the prisons. We are not expecting you guys to behave in that manner. And inshallah, I know you guys will live up to expectation.
In attendance at this ceremony are religious leaders, including the President of the Supreme Islamic Council, Al-Haji Esa Dabo, and the Anglican Bishop in the Gambia, James Allen Yao Odiko, who used the occasion to implore the released inmates to be peaceful, religious, and live productive lifestyles.
Now that you are going out, go out to make a positive change in your life, so that everybody will say, oh, he's a good man, he's a good woman. Do that. Do that for the society. Do that for your own self.
Also alon ko niwo falingo keta kairo bundala e lobe dat la to kata ko nga fale nyami ko mi alon nin kairo lo ma bebe ala le bul.
On behalf of the Interior Ministry, Superintendent Dembasau expresses similar sentiments and offered moral advice to the pardoned inmates to be ready to change and be good leaders of the country after leaving prison.
When you are being free to go out and do things for yourself, make sure you do the right thing. Because if you don't, you end up coming back or you end up being very bad examples to those you are going to meet. And I don't think that would be your choice for now.
Guinean and Bissau Guineans, all but 2 are men, having been pardoned, expresses gratitude to the President and promise to be better persons in society. Mahmoud Lamin Choi, QTV News.
Now, the Gambia Ferry Services Friday said they will embark on engine replacement on 8 January on the Kunta Kinte and Johe ferries, resulting in an interruption to the Banjul Barra service. Our reporter Omar P. Jallo spoke to the General Manager of the ferry service and customers.
The work is expected to last for 6 weeks from the 8th of January 2022 to 17th February 2022, when normal service will resume at the Banjul Barra crossing point. Speaking to QTV, the General Manager Gambia Ferry Service Lamin Jawara said the work is a manifestation of his management team's commitment to improve the quality of the ferry service for customer satisfaction.
As a service, of course, we will not leave our customers behind. And in so doing, we have planned such that the customers, will not be affected that much. Of course, people will be impacted because there will be a lot of delays because of the number of ferries that have been plying would be reduced.
GM Jawara also revealed the plans to serve their customers during the work period to avoid total interruption of ferry services at these crossing points.
The plan is to put the Johe ferry, do a partial work on the Johe ferry. deploy the Johe ferry to work with the Kanilai ferry, because as you know now, it's only the Kanilai ferry that is flying. But the Johe ferry will be deployed latest today, before the end of the day, to assist the Kanilai ferry. And then we will focus on the Kunta Kinte ferry. Once the engine replacements are complete on the Kunta Kinte ferry, Kunta Kinte will now be redeployed into service. And then we will now again remove the Johe ferry to complete the works.
This is what Jawara had to say about the new services customers should expect in 2022.
Apart from the fact that we want to make the ferries as fast as possible, we want to reduce the turnaround time for the ferries. We've announced that we were working on a ferry schedule. So in doing so, we have developed a ferries app. So this ferries app, you will be able to track the ferry. You will be able to see the ferry in real life on your phone once you download the app. And then it will be able to show you the location of the ferry at any one time. And each of the ferries that is down, you will be able to say which ferry is operating and which one is down. Another thing that we are working on currently, which we plan to launch this year, is the priority crossing. We've been having problems with a lot of customers and the public, about people not following queue. A lot of people would require priority crossing because some people may have medical conditions and they have appointments in Dakar. Some are catching flights, and because of that, they are not able to follow the queue. It's also in our plans to provide free Wi-Fi for the traveling passengers at the terminal and also on board the ferries.
Amadou Tapsir Diallo and Awa Toure Marong, both travelers share their thought about the planned work on the two ferries.
Looking at the amount or the population of people that normally cross from Banjul to Bara or from Bara to Banjul is huge. So I don't expect one ferry to ply for more than even a day. When it happens, it disturbs a lot. People are very inconvenient when it happens.
No doubt customers will experience inconveniences when crossing here for the next 6 weeks. But the good news is that after the completion of the work, services will improve and crossing here will be very convenient.
As part of efforts to monitor the activities at the Banjul Bara crossing point, the ferry service has installed CCTV cameras at strategic locations to fight corruption, stealing and antisocial activities between and within the two terminals. Reporting for QTV News, I am Omar P. Jallo.
And the report there by Omar P. Jallo will lead us to a short commercial break, but we will be right back.
Buy Parfum, the first perfume bar in Gambia. Buy Parfum, it's another way to perfume yourself in a luxurious and attractive shop called Buy Parfum. Come and find rare and natural churai flowers and also the fragrances of the biggest popular brands: Oud Private Collection, Air Freshener, Flora, Venus, Fresh 24, and many other products. With Buy Parfum, discover the perfume bar, a new concept in the world. Personalize your scents with the perfume bar. With the perfume bar, choose the perfume that looks like you. Buy Parfum 54 Kayoraba Avenue opposite to American Embassy. You can join us on 77000225 or 529-1888. Buy Parfum Gambia. You will really love it.
Now, with Aji Bank, you can make your vehicle number plate payments without any hassle. Walk into any of our bank branches or agencies located at Banjul, New Joswang, Karaba Avenue, Bakote, Tranquil Brusubi, Brikama, Basse, Farafenye, Numuyel or Garawal. Your number plate payments now made easy with Aji Bank. For more information, please call us on 422-8405 or 377-5811. Aji Bank, your investment partner.
Welcome back after a short commercial break. Be reminded you're watching QTV News and we're broadcasting live from our studios on Kerba Avenue. I am Ansmane Nyasi. Now, a 33-year-old woman needs urgent treatment that might have to be done overseas after being diagnosed with kidney failure and other related conditions. Jana Basongo visited the family in Bakote and seen our reports.
This is Anna Sawane, who has been diagnosed with kidney failure, which eventually triggered other conditions. Before falling sick, Anna was an active fashion entrepreneur with a desire to eventually expand and provide opportunity to young people. The dream is on hold due to her current condition. With support from family members, Anna traveled to Senegal and Mali for treatment, but unfortunately, they couldn't provide her the help she needs. Now, doctors are recommending overseas treatment to save her life. Anna explains what she has been going through since the sickness started in 2019.
I'm going through body pain, bone pains every day. I wake up with different pains every day. Yeah.
Anna added that going through dialysis is stressful. She calls on Gambians at home and abroad to support her to realize her dreams in life by supporting her to get the required overseas treatment.
Yeah, I'm urging to the people if they can help. I need to go for overseas treatment. I need to get better and go back to my feet like I used to before. I'm very tired, serious.
Anna Sawane's mother, Mariama Sanyang, says Anna has been so supportive to her family and deserves a chance to continue living as she is without a husband or a child.
Anna xale la bo xamne dafa am respect. Secondement si man suma jëlé téléphone légui mané Anna li la bëgga bala ma tek téléphone Anna égana si man.
Anna is very respectful. When I call her to request anything, she will do it immediately. It's like Anna is a male child considering the responsibility she took in her family prior to her getting sick. I am calling on people to support Anna to get her overseas treatment. Kidney failure occurs when the kidneys become unable to filter waste products from the blood. When kidneys lose their filtering ability, dangerous levels of waste accumulate, leading to an imbalance in the blood's chemical makeup. Kidney diseases have been recognized as a leading public health concern worldwide that requires urgent attention. If you would like to support Anna Sawane, please call 3333345 or email news@qtv.gm. For QTV News, I am Jenna Basonko.
Well, I hope she gets support as soon as possible. And we'll now take a look at business news in a moment. Now, prices of basic food commodities have been increasing over the years, especially during this pandemic. QTV visited the Serekunda market to find whether things are getting better for vendors and consumers. As Varus reports, the vendors also told us their New Year wishes and resolutions.
Food is a necessity, and so in the Gambia, people, especially women, go to markets almost every day to shop for food. Amidst the daily hustle, prices of basic food commodities are a cause of concern, especially for poor families who struggle to make ends meet. Abdullah Njai, a business person for over 15 years, says his New Year wish is to see basic food prices go down.
My New Year's wish is to see the prices to reduce. The price was increased even before this New Year. My New Year wish as a businessman is to see the prices and tax reduce. If the taxes are reduced, then the prices will also reduce. Because the tax is high, the items also increase. Businessmen will not pay high price to buy stuff and then sell at a cheap price.
Ali Seka, also a businessman for over 11 years, talks on the current situation of basic food items.
The prices have increased since last year. There is a scarcity of commodities. It is difficult because if customers come here, you pity them. They buy things because they need them, because it's very difficult for them. They usually get angry, but it is not our fault. We are pleading with government to reduce the price so that people can buy stuff. My resolution is for the prosperity of my business and the country at large.
Hadisao, also a vendor, had this to say.
The prices have been rising from the past 2 months. Before, banana essence was $25. Now, it is $30, and 1 pack of essence is $2,000. It has greatly increased. There is not much profit on commodities. My New Year wish is to see the prices go down. We are used to selling, and even if things are expensive, we will come and sell.
Fatima Njai and Yama Jan are here to do some shopping. Yama believes the government should help regulate prices.
If you come to the market and buy a commodity for $50 today, it will increase to $55 tomorrow. That is difficult, and it is not easy for us, the buyers.
We are urging the president to help us because we the women are really suffering in the market. According to the people we interviewed, food is the most important commodity which should be made available, accessible and affordable. They plead with the government to have an effective price control mechanism and reduce the tax on the importers. For QTV News, I am Fatou Sanyang.
And now on to international news in a moment. In a speech marking a year since the infamous January 6th insurrection, U.S. President Joe Biden has accused predecessor Donald Trump of creating a web of lies about the 2020 presidential election. More in this report. In a strong statement that has been dubbed by political analysts as an angry Biden speech, the U.S. president, without mincing his words or disguising his feelings about the January 6th riot, scolded former President Trump for lying about the 2020 elections. Biden, who was speaking in the halls of Congress, said, quote, "Here's the truth. A former president of the United States of America has created and spread a web of lies about the 2020 election. He's done so because he values power over principle, because he sees his own interests as more important than his country's interests and America's interests, and because his bruised ego matters more to him than our democracy or our Constitution. He can't accept he lost, even though that's what 93 United States senators, his own Attorney General, his own Vice President, governors and state officials in every battleground state have all said he lost." Meanwhile, former President Trump has responded to Biden's speech, accusing him and Congress of destroying the country and asking, quote, "Why is it that the unselect committee of totally partisan political hacks, whose judgment has long ago been made, not discussing the rigged presidential election of 2020? It's because they don't have the answers or justifications for what happened. They got away with something and it's leading to our country's destruction." Over 725 people have been arrested in nearly all 50 U.S. states and Washington, D.C. in connection with the January 6th riot, according to data from the Department of Justice. More than 225 have been charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding officers or employees. Of these, 75 people have been charged with using a deadly or dangerous weapon or causing serious body injury to an officer. About 640 people have been charged with entering or remaining on restricted federal property, while 275 have been charged with corrupting or impeding an official proceeding. U.S. lawmakers are marking the anniversary of the 6th January 2021 riot on Capitol Hill in Washington. Thousands of supporters of former U.S. President Donald Trump flocked to the U.S. Capitol, waving flags claiming the election was stolen from their political idol. Later, some 800 protesters stormed the iconic building, hunting down lawmakers, beating up police officers, and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. 5 people died in connection with the riot and dozens were injured. At the riot, a police officer was beaten and died the following day. A rioter was shot and 3 others died during the rampage. On Wednesday, Attorney General Merrick Garland warned that further prosecutions are likely and went on to reveal that authorities have received more than 300,000 tips from the public and issued 5,000 subpoenas. The Department of Justice is still seeking help identifying 350 people suspected to be linked to the assault. A year after the event, wounds are still raw and the country is more politically divided than ever. Ansmane Sonyasi for KTV News. Now, regarding our earlier story on the Anna Sawane, anyone who is willing to help can contact the following numbers: 333-3245. That is 333-3245. I repeat, 333-3245. Thank you. And I'm afraid that is all we have in this bulletin. But before we take a leave of you, here's a recap from main headlines. President Adama Barrow on Thursday night presented the national flag to the senior Scorpions as he bade them farewell at a dinner in their honor at the State House in Banjul. Also, following President Barrow's pardoning of prison inmates, the Gambia Prison Service on Friday processed the official release of 19 individuals who were serving various jail sentences. The Gambia Ferry Services Friday said they will embark on engine replacement on 8 January on the Kunta Kinte and Johe ferries, resulting in an interruption to the Banjul Barra service. In business news, QTV visited Sarakunda Market to find whether things are getting better for vendors and consumers concerning prices of basic food commodities. And in international news, in a speech marking a year since the infamous January 6th insurrection, U.S. President Joe Biden has accused predecessor Donald Trump of creating a web of lies about the 2020 presidential election. And if you need reminding, the African Cup of Nations kicks off in 2 days in Cameroon, and Gambia will play on the 12th, that is on Wednesday. Do join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Bye for now.